Hey guys, welcome back to GayWrites on YouTube. It's been recently brought to my attention that it is a gay YouTube rite of passage to talk about coming out, so I'm gonna talk about coming out. Coming out is a huge decision for most people, and it's a really personal one. It's really important to come out on your own terms and on your own timeline, not because somebody is forcing you or pressuring you to do it. It's really something that should be your own decision. I get asked all the time how I came out as bi, and it actually bums me out sometimes that I don't have a more exciting story. I didn't sit anybody down, I didn't plan an elaborate speech. I just kind of started dating a girl and let people figure it out. Actually, the one interesting part of this is that I never planned to tell my parents that I was gay. When I realized that I was bi, it freaked me out for a lot of the normal reasons that people sometimes take a while to process the fact that they're queer. I didn't know anybody who was gay in my high school. I had this really strong sense of internalized homophobia. I just knew that somebody in my life was not going to be cool with it, and I didn't think that coming out was something I was ever going to do. Luckily, I grew out of that as I got older, but I still didn't want this big elaborate coming out moment. And then this opportunity kind of fell into my lap. So I was on my way out the door to my very first Pride parade, St. Petersburg Pride in Florida. I was like 17 or 18, and I'd gotten this cool new rainbow shirt made just for Pride, and I was so pumped. As I'm heading out the door, my mom stops me and looks me up and down and goes, "Do you have anything you want to tell us?" And remembering that moment still makes me really nervous and makes my heart pound, because I remember being so terrified all of a sudden because I was not planning on having this conversation. I mean, I was going to a Pride parade, so who was I kidding? But still. But instead of freaking out, I took a deep breath and said, "Yep, I'm bi," and then I went to the Pride parade. And that was kind of it. And honestly, it's not like I needed to say anything in the first place. I mean, I was already going to a Pride parade, I was decked out in rainbows, I had a secret girlfriend, which everyone actually knew about. My friends and my parents had clearly gotten the hint, and there was no need to make a big deal out of it because it wasn't a big deal, and it's still not a big deal. I'm the same person I always was, I just had finally figured out that I liked girls. So I guess this kind of counts as my coming out story, but really it's more of a starting point because I add to my coming out story every day. I come out to strangers when I walk down the street holding my girlfriend's hand, or when I wear clothes that have pro-gay messages on them. Basically, somebody new learns that I'm gay every single day, and I kind of love that. Coming out doesn't end after you tell your parents or after you change who you're interested in on Facebook. It's ongoing, it takes a different form with every person you tell, and it actually does get a lot easier over time. Like I said, I'm not in any position to tell you how to come out. That's a decision that should be 100% yours and on your own time. This is something that worked really well for me, so ultimately I'm really happy that this is the way that I came out. That's all the mushy stuff I have for today, but if you have a fun, cool, or quirky coming out story, please share it in the comments. I'd love to read it. If you like this video, subscribe to see more of them, and I will see you next time.